Hi guys. I'm like literally a couple of minutes late. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize how many questions we got. So many. Oh, finally, I let you in. Finally. Okay. I'm a little bit late. I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize how many questions we got. I had to put them all in this backpack. And there are so many. It's insane. So many questions. The backpack of questions. Are you ready?
Hey, yes, I'm ready. Can you hear me actually?
Yes,
I didn't
actually.
say hi to anybody.
Say
Hello,
hi to
everybody.
everybody. Yes.
Hello, everybody. So we have so many questions.
Oh my god,
Did you?
so many questions.
So did you prepare them? Everything is there, right?
Everything is in here. Everything
Yeah,
is in here.
let's see how many we will make it during this video.
Yes, let's do it. Everybody, we are on. The backpack of question is on. Thank you all for submitting your questions and just wanting to be part of this. Let's go.
Woo!
I have this really big one. All right, let's see. Are you coming to Mexico? Also, people are asking for. It's a big list of countries: Italy, Croatia, Chile, France, Canada, Australia, Ireland, New Zealand, Latvia, Romania, Turkey, Puerto Rico, Brazil, Argentina. Oh my god, and I can go on and on and on.
Yeah, cool. This is the list from the questions because actually many people. This is the biggest question when we're coming to that or another country.
So what do we say?
I think we're working on everything, and for some of the countries we will actually come next year. Some we are working, and we can't say for now. But some of the tours are already planned, but we
Yeah.
can't announce it. So stay tuned. We definitely will announce it soon. Some more tours. This European is not the only one, and if you will not see your country in the next tour, for example, please welcome to buy a ticket for our Devil's Dozen show.
Correct. You guys, for those of you who don't know, we actually announced a very special movie and show coming out in the end of this month called The Devil's Dozen. And if you've never seen us play live or your country is not in our list of touring, please join and buy your ticket for this show. It's going to be available for 8 days. You can rewatch it 1,000 times. It's a very big show, and it's a very big documentary that talks about the band's history. But yeah, let's move on because we have so many more questions.
Yeah.
By the way, the reason I'm not looking in here is because we are also filming this like a behind the scenes. So all these questions and all these answers are going to be available for everybody to watch later. We'll think about where. Yeah. Okay, next question. Looking back to your first album, Asylum, and comparing it to your newer one, what things do you think you have improved? Do you regret something from the beginnings? Not at all. Never, no regrets. I only look back with a big smile, and I'm very proud of what we've become, and that the journey we had. It wasn't an easy journey for sure, and we grew as people, as musicians. It's very obvious for us, at least, and we are just taking each album like a new step in our career, and we are looking at it completely from like a new perspective. So I think there should never be any regrets regarding past artworks. What do you think?
Yeah, I also think so. I just want to add that it was so nice to remember some of the songs on the show that we filmed, The Devil's Dozen.
Yeah.
And it was so cool to play, for example, Dead Mannequin after
Yeah.
years and years, and we played it
You
on
just said
on
to
seven.
everybody what song.
Yeah,
we're
it doesn't
gonna-
matter. Yeah, it's okay. And it was so much fun to make it in 7 strings, so much lower, so new sound, like modern Infected Rain sound to older songs. It was very nice to play some of these very old songs. So
I totally agree.
I don't regret at all about anything. I'm proud of.
Me too. Totally agree. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. What do we have here? We have so many questions. I'm telling you, that's the reason why I was late. I didn't even realize how many questions we got. All right. I'm keeping my backpack very close to the heart. And what was one favorite restaurant you and the band were able to eat in the U.S.? We didn't really go in restaurants much, to be honest. During the tour, we mainly went grocery shopping and prepared our own food because we were traveling by RV, which included a kitchen. Was super nice to have a kitchen. However, I think the boys really liked Mexican food on tour, right?
Actually, no. They said that they didn't like it.
Oh, they didn't like?
He said, like, on the last restaurant, he said, like, I didn't even finish my meal.
Oh.
They are a little bit disappointed regarding the food in US. But I'm very happy. You know, I eat only salads and all, like, bananas, and I really like it like this.
Yeah.
So for me, it was the best tour regarding the food wise, and I didn't visit any restaurant in US. Yeah, but it's just me, and but the boys actually ate a lot out, and yeah, some of restaurants were
I think
good,
some they loved some places with ramen because like just having a warmer meal is something more rare on tour. Yeah, but
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Move on.
That's a good question. Regarding food, always food is important. All right. Hey guys, I saw you guys once during this tour. My question is, what are the similarities or differences as far as touring the States or abroad? I get this question a lot, especially lately in the interviews, and I will answer the same exact way. We really don't see a very big difference when it comes to the crowds themselves. When you're on stage, you don't think about nationalities or cities or countries. You see people. People that have, doesn't matter what age they are, what background they come from, and what is the language they speak, what the religion they're, it's just like, it's so different when it comes to the stage itself. So I wouldn't say I saw a huge difference. People were absolutely beautiful, incredibly supportive, just like everywhere else. What do you think?
Yeah, no, for me as well. Like, the shows were as good as in Europe, and but yeah, the country is very different. US is, but even inside of US, every state is different to each other.
Yeah.
So
Almost like
it's
having different cities.
yeah, but different countries. But yeah, that's the only difference. But the shows were very nice, and in Europe is also good.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. Okay. Hi guys, are you planning to refill your web shop? We need more CDs and waiting for the new Lena's calendar 2022 and of course the newer album. We are working on the new calendar already. Whee! This
Yeah,
year,
actually, and yeah.
this year a little bit later than before, but the only reason being of how busy we got with Infected Rain. But yeah.
Yeah, and also new Infected Rain stuff is coming soon, and
A lot.
some of cool stuff will be added like next days. We also will have a new vinyl, new LP, exclusive only on at our store. It will be very nice looking actual LP, and it's gonna be available the next days, maybe even tomorrow, and it's very limited. So I hope you guys can grab your copy. I will really want one of these as well.
Basically, stay tuned because yes, we are refurnishing and adding a lot of stuff to our website and also to Napalm website. There's going to be so much coming out, so stay tuned for sure.
Yeah.
Next questions. How difficult was it transitioning from the older growl to the screams and growls you have now? It wasn't difficult. It was just a different approach to a different type of, a different technique of vocalizing. So it wasn't really difficult to transit. It was more of difficult to learn from scratch. It's just imagine you were taught how to drive a car, and then you have to learn from scratch in school because you were taught by, let's say, a family member or somebody. You have to learn from scratch, and it's always a little bit more challenging than learning from zero when you have zero knowledge, I think. All right, let's go next. Could there be a possibility of a collaboration with anybody? Tatiana from Ginger, Courtney from Spirit Box, or somebody else? Guys, these questions are always very, very difficult to answer because unfortunately it's not how it works. Things and ideas pop out during the recordings, and sometimes they just become organic, and it makes a lot of sense to collaborate between musicians, not necessarily just females in general. Just like it happened,
yeah.
Just like it happened for our upcoming album. If you didn't see that yet, the setlist is already available on all the stores where you can pre-order the album, and you can see that we do have a guest vocalist on one of the songs on the upcoming album. So yes, we are considering to eventually maybe sometimes collaborate. With whom? We don't know. Whatever comes organic, whatever makes sense. So thank you for your questions. We have one in Russian. Как насчет Faine Misto? Планируете ли... Okay. So the question is if we are planning to play in 2022 at the festival Faine Misto in Ukraine. Do we? Do we, Vidick?
Oh shit, I just lost connection for a couple of seconds.
That's okay. Do we plan to play in Faine Misto next year?
About the Faine Misto, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a really nice festival. I really enjoyed to play at this festival, but I don't think we'll play next year at this festival. But we are really happy to get back.
Yeah. Well,
whenever.
it's just I think it doesn't make sense to play every year. So just so you guys can miss us a little bit. All right, next question. Hello, what did you think about your first US tour? Was it everything you had hoped for? We partially already answered here, but yes, it was incredible. It was amazing, even more than we expected, actually.
Yeah. Yes,
sure.
actually.
Okay, next question. I got this small one. Do you guys have any plans for a tour in Europe? Seriously? Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
This question.
Stay tuned. We already announced the European tour. It's gonna happen start in February. All right, next one.
Yes.
Do you maintain the same volume vocally no matter what type of voice you're using? Yes, for the majority of things, yes. When it comes to singing, speaking, and screaming, my volume is very similar. The only time I change something, it could be maybe when I whisper, because I have to whisper and I have to like bring the sensation of whispering and that airy, type of. That's the only time when I would like put the sensitivity of microphone up during recording and just whisper. But yes, I do try to do it all on the same volume, even if it doesn't sound that way. Next question. I really like your new sound and your new songs. I am sure. And your new songs, I'm sure. How did you guys get it that so raw and big sounding? At the same time, it's so crystal clear. Thank you, Infected Rain. Thank you for your life. Wow, thank you for this question. I believe this is a more technical question. When it comes to sounding, Vidick can answer a little bit more about the sound of the band.
Yeah, the sound of the band is in hands of our good friend and talented producer Valentin Voluta, and he really knows what he's doing. And I'm really
Oh
happy that
yeah.
we work with him because he is not trying to repeat somebody's cool sound. He really has his own vision and understanding of what is good sound,
Mhm.
and this is um, I really trust him in this subject, and I'm really happy when we hear the final product. We are like, oh, this is very interesting. You know,
Yes.
it's still live. You can hear that we played it. It's not like completely washed and
Yeah.
sterile, or how to say, but
Sterile,
but
yeah.
still it's modern and punchy. Yeah,
I agree completely.
yeah, we are very happy with the sound he does. Yeah.
Look at this sound. There's so many left. Okay, let's go. Um, what's your definition of happiness? For me, definition of happiness is uh, when I feel safe around people I chose in my life. And to feel safe for me is to trust everybody fully. Um, just feeling safe around whoever you choose to be around, you know, your coworkers, your friends, your family, your partners. That's happiness. No matter where you are in life, what difficulties you go through, if you feel safe around your people, you will make it always. What about you, Vidick?
I think that I feel happy when I go towards my goal, and just this way, when it's like the right way, makes me happy.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'm happy currently, and
good.
when I do right steps in my life, it makes me happy.
Yeah, that's perfect answer actually. All right, next one. What is the book that you liked the most to read? That is a very difficult question because there are so many books that I really liked reading that I even went back and back to read and or listen. Um, Actually, a book that was suggested by Vidick, I read a couple of times and listened a couple of times, was very helpful in life. It was The Monk That Sold His Ferrari. Definitely
Yes.
suggest that. It's a very small book, guys, super easy to read. Amazing book.
Yeah, I keep suggesting it to everybody. If you want to change something in your life to or to become better, you just try this book.
Yeah.
Or if you want something like interesting story and something like that, one of my favorites books is the Dead Zone from Stephen King. It's a very old book. It's from '79, but it's one of the best books I ever read.
Yeah, I agree. There's a movie, maybe you guys know the story because of the movie. Okay, next question. What do you prefer, big stage or small clubs? I like small clubs because I can be closer to the bands and feel their energy bigger. I love both. It's really difficult for me to answer. A lot of people ask me that. It's such a different sensation that it's almost impossible to compare. I definitely wouldn't want to choose one or the other ever.
Yeah, yeah. I really like small clubs when it's like family atmosphere, and you do eventually stage divings or stuff like that. It's really cool. But also huge festivals are also really cool. So
Absolutely.
like to play both. And when I come to a smaller venue, it's like, okay, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a
Oh,
lot of
yes.
sweat and
A lot of sweat and dread
uh,
whipping.
yeah, and not too much of social distance.
Yep. Next one. I have always wondered what made Lena start incorporating makeup and costumes in music videos, and what are some inspirations or meanings behind them? Thank you for this question. The reason, main reason being, is the career choice I had before I became a musician. I used to be a hair and makeup artist for many, many years, and I worked especially like in the second part of my career, I worked a lot with photographers and a lot of models. We created interesting looks, and it just made me so happy. It made me feel part of something way bigger than just do somebody's hair or makeup for their event, you know. And so at the age of 19, I had my very first photo shoot, and slowly I was just having photo shoots over and over again. So I was creating my own looks, and I just transit that into our music videos and some of the looks I have for the music videos. It makes me very happy that I can bring that in the band. Sometimes I get help by some of my colleagues from back in the day when I used to be hair and makeup artist, just to, you know, to do something bigger where I can't do it myself. But yes, most of the time, all the idea of the creatures I present to my boys, and we perfect it together, or they, you know, they bring some of their ideas, and then this creature or look comes out for the music video. So no specific inspiration besides the story maybe of the music video, or the song itself that can inspire to be this demonic creature or this more like light type of creature. I don't know. I think that was more for me, right? All right, next
Yeah, yeah,
question.
of course.
What have been your biggest influences, and what life altering events have inspired you in the music? Uh, Guys, literally everything inspires me as a musician, as an artist in general. Everything. I get inspired by everyday people that I meet in my everyday life. I get inspired by some other musicians or bands. I get inspired a lot by movies. I love movies very much, and the cinematography of it is just on such a high level nowadays that I just watch movies with my mouth open all the time, and like I need to rewind to see how amazing certain things were in the scene, you know. So I literally get inspired by everything, and I'm sure Vidick will tell the same.
Um, yes, yeah. For me, is inspiration. Also, yeah, I think mostly music, the other music that I listen to, and like all this background creates my own vision when it comes to writing, songwriting, and yeah, because I really like literally all the genres almost, and yeah, I think this what is inspirational, most inspirational thing for me.
Yeah, there you go. What is your favorite thing about touring, performing live, and performing live? I loved your show in Lincoln. My favorite thing about performing in general and being part of music is the fact that I can scream and sing out loud about all my emotions, all my you know, past or present pain or happiness, or just things that concern me. That is the biggest thing, because it really works like a therapy in my life, and it's so calming, it's so refreshing, it's so needed. It's very needed for me. How about you?
Mm.
It might sound a little bit selfish, but I'm very addicted to that feeling.
Yeah, when it comes to the live shows, I really like when I, I, no, it's hard to say, because we usually have this intro on the every show, and during this intro, I feel like something happens to me, and just when I go to the stage, it's a little bit different person than I normally am, and I really like this feeling, and every single time I step on the stage, it's like for the first time, and I can play the same song hundreds of times, but every time I have goosebumps and tears are coming, or I can feel it again and again and again.
Yeah,
This is
it's
why
very
I
emotional.
really,
100%.
this is why, yeah, I really like playing live shows.
It's definitely some sort of emotion that you can't get from anything else. It's so different. It's so unique. It's nothing else can make you feel that way. All right, next question. Do you choose where to tour? Do you have any opinions on which cities to go? Do you pick the places on tour in general? Would love to see you in Greece. Sometimes we do suggest, when we started working with booking agents and booking agencies in general, it's mainly their job to create the route, let's say, but we definitely talk about it a lot. They listen to our opinion and point of views on where we would like to go or come back to or stuff like that.
Yes, definitely. I read this question personally, and I'm really feel it because I really want to visit Greece one day. I never been
Yeah.
to that country. We toured shit out of Europe back in the days, but we
Yeah.
never been to Greece, and it's such
To
a pity.
Greece, I
We
know.
really would like to visit Greece, and hopefully soon. Yes, we need. I really
Yes.
want to play everywhere.
100%. No exceptions. Okay. Well, let's see. I watched a set of clips of you on YouTube and said that you speak more than one language. Do you know some Arabic? Unfortunately, I don't know Arabic. It's a very fascinating language, and I'm sure it's insanely difficult to learn. It would be a whole journey to learn a language that old and that specific and difficult, but it's I have a big love towards all languages in general, and unfortunately a language is lost when you don't use it, and I used to speak better like some languages, but this is life, this is how it is. I do speak more languages, but not Arabic, no. Next question. When you guys are in the studio, what comes first, the words or the music? When we go to the studio, it's always the music. We first record the music, right? But in general, when it comes to like putting ideas together, we work separately, kind of. So I work on the lyrics, and boys work on the music, and only then we put stuff together.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay. Next question. What tuning do you all use for your guitars? That's for you.
Yeah, first 2 albums we played 6-string guitars, and it was drop B. First demo was drop C though, and last 2 albums and the newer, and we don't plan to change the tuning, is 7-string guitars, drop A. Drop A. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. See, for me, that's Chinese. Backpack is full still. Oh my God, we will need like hours for this. Why in the tour? Okay, so this whole sentence is very backwards. Basically, they're asking why there's no Italy. They miss us. Guys, unfortunately, as we said, sometimes it's just not up to us. The logistic wise and travel wise, sometimes it doesn't make sense to visit certain countries or certain cities. We do love playing in Italy so much. You all know that I have family in Italy, and it breaks my heart that we won't have Italy during this tour. But hey, we will come to Italy this year, I promise. Like, I promise. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know that.
You didn't know that? Okay. I'll tell you later because I can't say that in front of everybody.
Okay.
How will Ecdysis show the next step in the evolution of Infected Rain? How will it show? I don't know. I guess you guys should tell us that.
I wouldn't like to call it as a next step or evolution or getting better. I really like this comparison with the writers. If a writer would try to write the next book better than the previous one, he would stop writing very soon. You know, because if you write 10 books, and then how would you write it much better than
Yeah,
before?
I agree.
So you just write a different book.
Correct.
Maybe we would like also to write a different album. We don't want to be focused on writing better songs. We
Correct.
want to be focused to write new songs about our life. It can be different, it can be similar. It doesn't matter.
I totally
We just
agree.
like writing music.
Totally agree. 100%. We are not, it's not a competition to be better than someone or to be better than what we already did. It's just being creative and doing what we love.
Yeah.
Is Infected Rain gonna tour United States again after European tour next year? Also, I can't wait for the new album and hear the song with Heidi. Thank you. Yes, we will do our best to visit United States next year one more time for sure. Thank you so much for the kind words, and yeah, the song with Heidi is going to kick some ass. Shh, I didn't say that. All right, next question. I noticed you don't move the mic much. Yeah, that the reason being, just coming back to the question that I had previous, because the volume of the technique I'm using, the volume doesn't change really all that much of me singing, you know, speaking or screaming. That's why I stopped doing this movement with the microphone too much. Maybe I should a little bit more, but my sound engineers...
No, it shouldn't.
Yeah, my sound engineer...
Simon wouldn't be happy.
That I was just about to say, my sound engineer is happy with what I'm doing, so I will just continue doing whatever I'm doing. All right. Next question. A certain photographer has released some awesome jewelry. I would love Infected Rain jewelry. Would you consider having some made in the future? Also, do you like big giant crowns or small giant crowds or smaller performing? We did answer the question regarding the crowds. Regarding jewelry, I know you are referring to Jeremy Suffer. We do have a really cool pendant made out of symbols of our drummer. Do we still have that available on our shop? Yeah,
Yes.
it's still there. So that's for now the only jewelry we have available. But yeah, maybe eventually we will have some Infected Rain jewelry made. Who knows? It's a cool idea. All right, next question. If you tour the US at some point, who would be you performing with? That's never possible to answer upfront. We don't know, you know, we might be some European tour, bands that will tour with us here, or might be some local bands from here. We never know. That's not a question that we have an answer for, right?
Yeah, no, not for now.
Not for now, yeah. Okay, next question. What band did you listen to before you started the band? Did you get to play with them? I was never in a band before Infected Rain, and I listened to a lot of music prior to Infected Rain. I guess one of the bands that me personally, but I know a lot of my band members also listened to growing up was Korn, Slayer,
Slipknot, Lamb of God.
Yeah, Slipknot, Lamb of God. We played with these bands. We shared some festival stages with them. Yeah, I mean the majority.
A bunch.
The majority of the bands we play with that are, you know, like older bands, we listen to them in a certain way, you know, growing up, because it's all metal. Have you ever have any embarrassing encounters with fans? Embarrassing encounters, no. Uncomfortable and unpleasant, yes. I did, 100%. But I don't want to get into details of stories like that. If you guys want to know more about our tour life and what happens in each tour specifically, please go and check out either Infected Rain's YouTube channel or my YouTube channel to see more of the behind the scenes during the touring, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness, we have so many. When do you guys plan to tour the US? And when will the dates be? Also, when are all the... What? When was our first gig? So many questions. Okay, so our first show happened in the summer of 2008, exactly 13 years ago. The next US tour will happen in 2022. We don't know when yet. And we don't know the dates either. You will know when we know. You really will. But for now, we really don't know. We can't say much about it. Will you play Dungeons and Dragons with me and a few others live on Twitch ever? Unfortunately, I don't know the game, I don't know the rules, and I also don't really do Twitch much. Like, I know a little bit about it, and I've been part of some interviews and podcasts on Twitch before. I'm actually thinking to look into Twitch in general, because a lot of our friends are on it, and even Heidi, one of my best friends, she is always there, so she's telling me all about it. So yeah, that's my answer for you. Okay. Would you do a collaboration with Christina Scabia? That goes together with the question that we already answered. Love Christina to pieces, but never really considered doing something together until now. Who knows? Maybe in the future. Maybe we'll come out with something in Italian together. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah. All right. Luna will be with the band in the European tour. Yes, Luna will be with the band in the European tour. My boys fall in love with Luna. Now they want her with us all the time. Right, Vidick?
Yeah, she's adorable.
She's amazing. She's asleep right there. Why has Lena Scissorhands... why was Lena Scissorhands trapped in a cobweb? Why, guys? Why did you put me in a cobweb? They punished me like that. Punishment. Seriously, it was really a lot of fun to create that look and do that music video. A lot of fun, for sure.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. I am just curious, Lena, which Ecdysis releasing in January, have you or are you considering a tattoo to commentate Ecdysis? Simply love,
I think, yeah.
Love you for your tour, beautiful creation. Okay, beautiful. Art. I do have a lot of tattoos that are related to Infected Rain, and I don't know, maybe I will have that eventually on my body, maybe not. I don't have every single album on my body, so who knows. I'm mixing. Next questions. If it was up to you, what small band would you love to take on tour as a support? Be it because you're friends or because you love their music? I have an answer for that, and we've been trying hard to do that. Hacktivist. We really want to take Hacktivist on tour with us because we love their music and we became closer throughout like this years, and they are just absolutely amazing people and hard-working musicians. For me, yeah, I think we will try to make that happen eventually. What about you?
Yeah, I think I would like to tour with Space of Variations. They're super nice people.
Absolutely
really
great people.
like to hang out with them.
Yeah.
And nice music. I think we would match, and it would be a good tour with them.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Very, very good, awesome people. that's one of the most important, that's key when you go on tour, because you get to see each other 24/7. And trust me, even if you love each other to pieces, it's a challenge sometimes. So, all right. Why is it so difficult for European bands to make it in the US? I've introduced Infected Rain to 5 friends that never heard of Infected Rain. It's not about European bands in general. It's about specifically Eastern European bands being a little bit more difficult to come to the US, especially for us. That is the main reason why we didn't tour here before, because we were independent and it was really, really difficult to get all the paperwork in order and stuff. But also, guys, just logistic-wise, it's very far. It really is very far, and it gets extremely expensive to tour so far. But it's not impossible, so who is patient and works hard makes it work.
Yeah, but this question sounded like this person missed us, that we were actually on tour in US just now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, when sounded a little bit like this, but yeah, it was difficult, and I think it became a little bit easier with the label because they helped us a lot with the paperwork and yeah.
All right. Okay. Who are some of your musical inspiration, and have you ever met them? We already answered this question in a way, right?
Yeah.
Okay. У меня к вам всегда один вопрос. Когда в Россию приедете выступать? The question
Мы очень работаем на этом.
The question, people
just
asking if when we are going to tour Russia.
Я думаю, что мы очень постараемся приехать даже в следующем году. Мы очень хотим, и может быть скоро это получится. And in English, we really hope that we can make it on the next year to Russia. We really love touring in Russia, and actually can't wait to
100%
go there again. Yeah, it's not that easy because the situation with lockdowns is changing always,
every time.
and in Russia is a little bit ridiculous sometimes. Or they allow everything, or they don't allow anything, and you can't tell how it will be the next month.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to organize a tour, but we're really thinking about it and working hard on it.
Yes. Next question. You guys are so amazing. I know you have influenced. What? We answered this question. I believe it's a little bit backward. Thank you for kind words. Next questions. How do your band meet? Okay, so I will skip this question for just one reason. It's a very long story how we all got together, and I will invite you one more time to make sure you have your ticket for our movie and the show that is coming out in the end of this month, and because we will talk a lot about this, the whole background history, everything
from every member of the band.
Yeah.
We all said the story, how we got together and how we moved through all the years, with some interesting stories that we never said before on
100%.
the cameras, and I think it's gonna be a really nice
I know for sure that I'm getting
too.
a lot of popcorn, some good wine, and I'm watching that 100%.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
next questions. Have you any plans to play in Sweden next year?
We will play in Sweden next year for sure.
For sure.
At least once.
Yes. Next. Do you guys feed Vidick? What does he like to eat? Every time I see videos, wanna get him some pizza. Well, if you can manage to find and or prepare a raw pizza, raw vegan pizza, that's what he's eating.
Yes.
He's a raw vegan at the moment, and he's been vegan for many years. He eats a lot, guys. He really does. Big old salads.
Yeah, I know. No, I really like eating, but only raw food. and which makes everything a little bit weird for other people.
Yeah.
But I'm okay.
I'm
I'm fine.
okay.
I feel better than ever. Better than ever. Yeah.
All right. Will there be the possibility of photos after the concerts of 2022 tour in front of their location? Guys, no, this is not something that that we can organize after shows, especially because there's so much going on after the show, and maybe we will have some exclusive.
I think
Yeah, maybe
I think we will just try to organize some
meet and greets
before the
Yeah.
shows. But after the shows, you can meet most of us in the merch booth almost always. Even Luna said
Luna
that.
said something. Yeah, Luna. Oh, I have somebody at the door. I need to answer. I'm sorry. I'm back. Sorry, guys. I had a delivery, and Luna was actually food for Luna, so Luna felt it with her heart. Yeah, this will probably happen only before the show, because after the show it's a little bit more difficult to bring everybody together because we have so much to do after the shows. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Whew, I ran.
I think we have 10 more minutes.
Okay, Infected Rain is already 13 years young. Where do you see Infected Rain in 13 more years? We see Infected Rain everywhere. Seriously, our goal is just to make sure that we are able to tour the world and visit as many cities, as many countries as it's humanly possible, and just never stop doing what we love, which is music. Yeah. Where were you guys for the hurricane? I missed the first tour of Infected Rain, and the second for the rain. What? I missed the first tour from. Okay, so during hurricane we just had to skip that area.
It was in Louisiana, New Orleans,
Yeah.
and we just had to wait. We couldn't go, and we skipped one city.
Yeah, we
unfortunately.
just. What age did you start listening to metal? And when did you join the band? This is also going to be part of that movie and the documentary itself. But me personally, I started to listen to some sort of alternative music at 13. What about you?
I started listening to rock music at like 10. I got into Nirvana, and Nirvana changed everything in my life.
Okay, we only have 8 more minutes because the live stream can only go for an hour, so I will do my best to read as many as possible. Maybe it's a stupid question, but I'm furious about the new Limp Bizkit album. I didn't listen to it yet. I had different opinions on it. Some of my friends like it, some of my friends don't. I didn't listen to it yet, so I don't have an opinion on it.
I think it's that ridiculous that it's good again.
Yeah.
Because I'm really happy they did it. It's
been
like
10
very
years.
short songs.
Yeah.
I listened to it many times already, and it's so much fun to listen to it. But you can't take it seriously because it's not one of the first albums like masterpiece. It's just for fun.
Yeah. Okay. What bands that you haven't performed with are yet you would love to perform? I would love to perform with Gajira and Deftones. For sure. We never played with them before, and they seem to be absolutely amazing people and great musicians. That's my opinion. What about you?
Yeah, I agree actually. These two bands.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. Will you be doing festivals next year in the US? That is a definite no for next year, because we have to perform at festivals that were postponed and or rescheduled because of COVID. So this year, I think we will only perform festivals in Europe, but we would absolutely love and insist on doing festivals in the United States as soon as possible.
Yes.
Do you plan to make more songs with the style of Storm and or Intoxicating? This is not something we are planning or not planning, but it's just something that comes natural. We absolutely love introducing slower or more electronic songs in our albums, but it's not a rule, really.
I think, yeah, we have Storm and Intoxicating. They're really different to each other. And on Ecdysis, we also will have one song that is kind of electronic, and it is very different to Storm and Intoxicating. So,
Yeah, very
we
different.
can't predict what is gonna happen on the next albums.
Yeah. Okay, oh my god. Sorry for all of you guys that I couldn't read the questions, but I will try. I have 5 minutes. Is it possible to produce vinyls versions of the first, I don't know why, the first 3 albums? I think eventually we will. Yeah, we will.
We will. Okay, let's say it for the first time. We will release really soon the 10-year anniversary of the Asylum. Yeah, it's gonna be on the vinyl, on new edition of CDs with the booklet inside, with the lyrics, and which we never did for this album. It's gonna be with T-shirts and also some really cool merch that we never released before. So stay tuned. It's gonna be released really soon. It's gonna be released this year, and we are really happy to do this.
Actually, this year is also an anniversary of our first album, which is 10-year anniversary. So yes, in that, with that together, we will release it on vinyl. Next question. What has inspired the new album, Love Postmortem 1? The new album, just like every other album or song specifically, is always inspired by what we're going through in that moment of our life, musically and lyrically. So it's very much about what was going on really during COVID and a little bit before COVID. It has a lot of themes connected to everything that was happening really in the world, and yeah, I don't want to spoil it all, but it's always about what we live through and what we experience in life, really.
Yeah, and by the way, the next single is gonna be released tomorrow, and in a few in a few hours it's gonna be on all the streaming platforms, at least here in Europe.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
stay tuned.
so
In a
second
few
song
hours.
is already gonna be out.
Yeah.
Sergey and Vidick, any guitarist that you would love to jam with?
I'm happy to jam with Sergey. I don't need anybody else.
Oh, that was cute. Oh, I hope Sergey hears that right now. That was the cutest answer. Okay, next. Did some of the songs planned for Dopamine make it to Ecdysis?
I think not many people know that actually Endorphin was planned as a double album, and should be Endorphin and Dopamine, and it would be 2 short albums, which would make one long album. But
that was the plan initially.
But we signed to the label and we released just Endorphin. And no, I think we included all the songs that were written for Dopamine to Endorphin. And yes, maybe some of the songs actually were written at that time.
One lyric-wise, for me,
I think yes, actually. Yeah.
Lyric-wise, I had Postmortem 1, which was only Postmortem at the time. It was actually prepared for the second part of the album, and it didn't include in Endorphin, because we then put all the songs together, you know. And I have lyrics for this song since then.
I think the song "These Walls" was written even before Endorphin.
Music-wise,
but it was
lyric-wise.
kind of enough for Endorphin. I was like, okay, let's keep it for the next album. Yeah, the music only. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we can answer another one question. What do you have to do to get you guys to play Dead Mannequin live on tour?
Just answered. We played this song for the Devil's Dozen that is gonna be released on 26th of November, and we played this song in a new sound, new tuning, and but I don't really think we will play it live in the future
Yeah,
shows.
no. Okay, well, guys, thank you all for your questions. I have like 10 or 15 more left, but unfortunately time is passing. This was a lot of fun. Maybe we can do it again eventually.
Yeah, but
but
maybe
my
we will.
backpack,
Yeah. Maybe when we will
backpack
have
is,
more songs released and more like
yeah.
after the album release, so you will have more questions. We
When
can
we,
repeat it.
absolutely. My backpack is almost empty, and yeah, we will do our best to do it again eventually. Thank you so much for being part of it. Thank you for kind words of support and everything.
Yes, yes. Okay, bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. This was a lot of fun, and yeah, hopefully you guys were satisfied with our answers, and you are enjoying this video. If you have more questions, feel free to comment below. We will consider your questions for the next backpack of questions, but for now, thank you for watching. Don't forget to smile.